has a pathological need to be liked by the people that hate him. And, you know, we genuinely cared. We believed in the platform. We believed in the truth. That's why I supported Trump in 2016 and then again in 2024, right? I pulled the cross out of my shirt and told people to vote for him.
When did they find this out? Was this back in 2016 when they backed him, or was it in 2020 when they also backed him, or 2024 where they again backed him? That's what I want to know.
So much worse. Here's what I'd say. You want to talk about a ready-made campaign ad for the midterms? How about that coffin coming home? You know, how about those coffins, plural, coming home? How about the 4 Americans that just died? Tyler, Sarah, Angel, and Michael, that Trump now says didn't die in the Iran war. I mean, you want to talk about dishonor. You want to talk about someone betraying the troops. That's what Trump is doing by saying that. And we all know we're at full war. We all know it's a full conflict. That's what I think, Dad.
You're absolutely right, Rex. And let's just remember this. Ben Shapiro, when they put over $1 billion of Israeli money on record into his Daily Wire, did become one of the top shows in the top 3 or 4 for a few years. His average YouTube videos had about 2 million views apiece. His average report has about 5,000 on his own channel. Now, when we play it or others expose it, it gets millions of views, but that's hate. Like when I talked to Brian Stelter once on the phone, when I was with Tucker Carlson, we called him up, and I said, you know, your show had no ratings except when we attacked you on our shows. You're a big star as a clown. And so Shapiro goes from 2 million, you can go look it up, 2 or 3 years ago, 2 million per video on average. And then it goes down, 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 down. And there's graphs that show this, and now it's flatlined at the bottom.
So, guys, that's actually true. Like, Ben Shapiro was absolutely killing it before. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think is responsible for his fall? Is it because of his stance with Israel? Or is it just that people got fatigued of him? Because if you look here, these are like his latest videos, right? 1 day ago, 18K. 1 day ago, 7.2K. 10 days ago, 459K. 12 days ago, 17K. So just look at that, right? Now, I'm not one to talk, right? I mean, I would kill for those kind of views that he's getting. So don't get me wrong, that's still very good. But for like a channel like the Daily Wire, where they have like staff and studios and employees and everything, then these are definitely not acceptable views. And I think that's why you had a lot of layoffs over at the Daily Wire as well. But it is true that his views did tank by his standards, of course.
Blow the graph up just to even see it. It looks like it just goes away. So it goes, I mean, just, so they are throwing themselves on their own swords because they're kamikazes.
Well, they don't care.
They are throwing themselves on their, exactly. They have a mission to get us into total war. That is their plan. They've basically done it. They're merging with our military and intelligence. This is a coup. This is total insanity. Meanwhile, we got the Chi-Coms to deal with. We got big tech. We got the data centers. You know, it's great that Trump at least shut down the border. The deportations aren't good enough. It's painful to have to be focused on this, but the number one threat is them dragging us into total war, which is on the threat escalation ladder. You've got Joe Kent, I think, coming on the War Room tomorrow, who's totally vindicated. And does Trump thank Joe Kent? Does Trump thank Tulsi Gabbard? Does Trump thank General Kane, who he's kept on, the chairman that told him don't do it? Does he? No, you never hear him praise him anymore. They fired the head of the Army because he didn't agree with this and said it was insane when they wanted to get a ground invasion. Trump's yelled at the admirals who won't put their ships in the strait where they can all be sunk. This is the reality of this. And so all the never-Trumpers that hated Trump and that lied to him, they're better than ever. They're wonderful because they're saying Trump was right. And all of us that knew we were talking about and predicted all of this, we're bad.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Our love comes cheap, Dad. That's why he doesn't care about it. He has a pathological need to be liked by the people that hate him. And, you know, we genuinely cared. We believed in the platform. We believed in the truth. That's why I supported Trump in 2016 and then again in 2024, right? I pulled the cross out of my shirt and told people to vote for him. Then
hold on. So when did he decide, like, when did he realize that this is Trump's personality, that he wants the approval of people who don't care about him? When did he find this out? Was this back in 2016? When they backed him, or was it in 2020 when they also backed him, or 2024 where they again backed him? That's what I want to know.
Assassination attempt happened in Butler because I genuinely believe they wanted to kill him because he was pro-peace, anti-war. That was my position. I 100% believed that, and I was motivated. I felt in that moment by God to do that. And I look back at what's happened now at the complete and utter and total betrayal. It's not our fault.
But let's be clear. let's be clear. The left says, oh, you were wrong to support him for 10 years. You're an idiot. No, he was way better. We got a lot good done.
Sure.
He was a beachhead. And it isn't about, oh, we're good, we didn't make a mistake. It's about history. It's about what happened. The point is, with the Epstein files in June of last year, and the cover-up that was decided to happen when Elon left, that's when he decided to join with the dark side completely. So it's like Obi-Wan Kenobi's telling Luke what happened.
Interesting. So he's saying that Trump kind of turned ever since the Epstein files. That's what I just understood him say. So does that mean that there's something there then? Like, because a lot of people have been wondering, like, is that why are they blackmailing Trump? So it sounds like Alex Jones is giving some legitimacy to those claims. I am of the opinion that Trump hasn't changed at all. Like, this is just how he's always been, right? And it was not a secret that he loves Israel and he loves Bibi Netanyahu. Anybody that has been listening to Trump would have known that he was going to come in and he was going to try and level Iran at the, like, for Israel. Everybody knew this, or at least everybody should have known this. So I don't think that, like, this is so surprising. If anything, I'm surprised that someone as sharp as Alex Jones didn't see this coming, to be honest. What I think is that Alex Jones just had to back Trump because, like, of the whole red thing. And that's it. I think people just like to stick to their party. It's like, well, I'm a Republican and that's it. That's all. And so I'm going to have to vote for Republicans. And they don't want to see other candidates, other people that maybe have different ideas. That's just how I see it.